Footwork toes on the Wundachair, pressing with one leg more, then pressing with the other leg more, finding out your dominant leg, and then pressing with both legs on arches. Deepening the lower abdominals, lifting the spine, and working with precision. Trying to find the dominant side, and then making the body catch up and make everything dominant. Tendon stretch, seated tendon stretch. Thighs stay still. Pedal is moved by flexing and pointing the feet. Standing tendon stretch. I keep the round spine, and when I lift my heels, I try to keep the posterior pelvic tilt. Weight is on my arms, and I lower and lift the heels, leading first with the dominant leg, then with the not dominant, and then trying to make them even. Swan preparation. As I have very long arms, I cannot have them straight when I start out with a neutral spine. I pump the pedal to bring my shoulder blades on my back. Then I'm lifting my upper back into an inner curve. I'm trying to keep my pubic bone and hip bones on one level. So I'm tucking the pelvis a little bit to keep it neutral to the chair top. Side lying twist. At the beginning, I haven't been doing that for a long time. At the beginning, I forget that I have to lift the arm to the ceiling. Also here, with my long arms, I have to start out with a bent elbow. And in order to keep a long, rather neutral spine, I also have to bend down to the floor. I twist my spine and counter twist my pelvis. As you can see, my pelvis is rolling around. So there's more work to do. My spine doesn't like twisting. It's hard to twist. And it's nice to see the wobbling around in the quicker movement of the film. Side press. Has to do with the swan because the twist. My body wants to twist, and I have to untwist it to keep it straight. It's a hard exercise. I see that my legs are rather low. I should keep lifting them a little more. Push-ups on the Wundachair, where I will have one hand on the pedal and one hand on the floor. I line myself up and have my outside foot parallel to the outside edge of the chair. The pedal arm has to be bent to start. I think I could lower my pelvis a little more. The whole upper body should go down a little more. It's a very hard exercise, and it's only one spring. Here you can see that my body wants to twist away from the pedal. And although I'm working the pedal, I try to keep my body straight. Lots of control in my middle. Shoulder bridge or semicircle with one spring only, although I have 2 feet on the pedal. The chair should stay still, should not slide away while I'm doing this exercise. I roll my spine up, press the pedal down, roll my spine down, and lift the pedal while keeping the pelvis down. I like the other way. First press the pedal, then lift the pelvis and spine, and then roll down. I have to press my arms into the mat to keep lifting the pelvis. Spine stretch. First, the round version, going behind the sit bones. So I round my spine by post-tilting the pelvis and rounding my neck a little. And I stay round when I come up, and only at the last moment do I change my pelvis and my spine. I like this exercise because it's like you get a punch in the middle of your stomach and you have to react to it. I'm in a teaser position, and when I press the pedal down, I do the same thing as in the spine stretch before, but I keep the round spine. I try to stay with my legs. Although I press the pedal down, I stay close to my legs. For the real teaser, I have to press down and lift my legs. And actually, I should keep my legs lifted, which is very hard. They don't want to stay up. The mermaid, kneeling mermaid. I bend over the chair top, keep my weight on the outside of the knee. And when I bend over, I should be starting with my head and neck. If there was enough room, I should be able to get up, but there's the Cadillac in the way. Here I can see I do the neck movement and the head movement, but I should keep my front ribs to my back ribs more. The pelvis over the knees. The getting up process could need some work. And this is my nemesis, the teaser or reverse swan on the Wundachair. I roll behind my sit bones, I lift my legs and arms, and I move the pedal by rolling my pelvis into a post tilt. It's very hard to keep straight arms there and to keep my shoulders back. I sit on the edge of the Wundachair. And in this version, when I'm down on the top of the chair, I should lower and lift my legs, which is impossible. It has always been impossible for me. The kneeling push down. Actually, you should keep your pelvis over your knees, but of course I have to move my pelvis back to bend down. And while I press into the pedal, I'm trying to work my pelvis over the knees. So I not only do I press down on the pedal, but I pull the pedal to me so that I can bring my pelvis forward over my knees. It's really hard work. And after this, I should go right into horseback, where I have a rounded spine, posterior pelvis, round neck, and I bring my upper body down to my thigh bones. It's a nice stretch for the inner thighs, and it's a great movement of pelvis and spine. Then I put on footwork springs again for the frog facing out. First, it's triceps dips, tricep dips, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the neck in line with the spine, or the head in line with the spine, pumping the pedal with your feet. And of course now it's table time. I have parallel feet. I roll my pelvis and spine up, and then I pump the pedal when I'm up there. And try to keep pelvis and spine dynamically stable. Now there's another pull-up with less spring tension. So I have 2 springs at the bottom. I don't know if I can lift this. It's really hard. And I cannot pump the pedal. I'm just trying to survive, lifting the pedal. So you have to press the pedal forward in order to lift it up. Mountain climb. Another nemesis of mine. I should have my pelvis lower, I guess. I have a round spine. And I haven't done this for a long time, so I keep my hands on my thigh bone. It's 8 times to pump. So you pump 8 times in the round position, keeping the pelvis low, and pump full range. Then 8 times to unfold the spine and bring it to neutral. And then 8 times to round down. Yes. And now I'm prepared to do some jump work. I lift myself up under the toes. I bend forward and lift my heels. I rise onto my balls of the feet. I dive forward and again rise onto the balls of my feet when I bring my arms back. A little cardio exercise at the end.